Now, I'm going to show you guys the best feature in Sonic Heroes of all. And best part of the game. Check it out. Indeed it is.
Shut up, Omocho.
So it is. Best feature in the
Omocho.
game, isn't it?
Omocho, shut up. I like Dark,
Team Dark.
but
Okay.
yeah, I like Shadow.
I'm gonna suck horribly because Team Dark is basically hard mode, and I haven't played this game in years.
I'm gonna poop on Omocho's face.
Now, what's actually kind of cool is probably one of the few things I like about, one of the things I actually like about Shadow the Hedgehog is that there's actually an Omochao gun where you, like, shoot sound waves at people to hurt them. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Rouge.
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 Now, the thing is, I legitimately like this game. It got kind of a... Some people were saying it was like the beginning of the bad Sonic games. I beg to differ. I thought this was like the last like decent one for a little while, like back in the dark ages of Sonic. Like I thought this game was pretty decent. Like it wasn't like my favorite Sonic game, but I had fun with it. I'm glad I got it when I was a kid. So for those who haven't played Sonic Heroes, I guess I can give a brief explanation. It's basically you play as 3 characters at one time, as you can see right here. And it has some RPG elements mixed in too, like your characters level up as you go through the levels as well. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I've never played this one.
Different characters have different abilities as well. The characters are also in different formations as you're playing as different characters. Like, they follow in a straight line when you're playing as the speed character. They fan out when you're playing as the power character. They stand up, like, in a straight line, like when you're playing as the flying character like this. So it's interesting. Like, different characters have different abilities. There is a level up system that I would like to show off, though, but I don't... I'm trying to, like, see if I can remember it. Like, if I can... Oh, right, checkpoints, duh. Been a few years, so forgive me if I'm not the greatest at remembering this. Right there, I got a yellow core. Get another yellow power core right there. So Rouge is already level 3, actually, which works out great because... I didn't trench the shadow before I did that. Rouge is already level 3, which, as you see here, she just wrecks everything, and, like, everything she does is, like, homing from, like, a mile away. Like, I like Omega. Probably the funniest thing in this game is that when Omega, like, beats up Eggman's robots, and, like, beats up, like, a ton of them, he'll actually say, worthless consumer models. Like, it's so funny. Like, it's so out of place, and it's just, like, I don't know what they were thinking, but it's legitimately pretty funny, actually. It's not, like, so bad it's good. It's actually, like...
wants to know if you'll eventually do X and Y.
Probably eventually, but those games don't exist yet, so I can't Let's Play what doesn't exist. Plus, I'm not really one to do stuff on, like, the first day, either.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna tell people they can't do stuff on the first day, but it just, I personally don't really know, like, how you could... I personally don't know how I would even know if I would like the game, like a game that I haven't played. And more so than that, how I would commentate a game that I never played, because there are games that I like, and I try commentating them, and it just doesn't work, so I just don't Let's Play them as a result.
Why don't you play Minecraft?
Sorry?
Why don't you play Minecraft?
Lack of time for one.
Yeah.
It's not... Open-ended games aren't really my thing either. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's definitely a well-made game, and it does do its job. Like, it's a good open-ended game. I'm not going to say that it's a terrible game or anything like that. It's just that it's not really necessarily my thing. I do love the music to Minecraft, though. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I bought it. So.
Alright.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You want to know if you'll ever consider doing a blind LP one day?
I don't know. If I were to do something blind, it'd be something that, like, I'd been meaning to play for a really long time, but just never got around to it, and I have, like,
how I do it.
limited knowledge of it. Like, I wouldn't be one to do something like, you know, immediately, like right the second it comes out. Like, it'd be more so something that I've been meaning to play, but I won't force myself to play it otherwise. That would kind of be the driving force behind whatever I do.
Everyone's saying, like, Chibi Robo?
Oh, God. People want it already, don't they? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. A rank, brank, crank, drank, and Frank. The thing is, I love the music in this game, by the way. I don't know, like, you can't probably can hear it, like, super well. Like, hopefully you can hear it, like, decently enough, but Sonic Heroes I always thought had like a fantastic soundtrack. Like that's one thing that I don't think anyone can really hate on. Like I can understand this game's not for everyone, and like I can understand some people might not like it, but I love the music. That's kind of just one thing is like, for a while there, even though I think this is a good game, but like even speaking about like the lesser well-received Sonic games, I still think the lesser well-received ones had fantastic soundtracks. Like I can't really think of a game that had a particularly forgettable soundtrack aside from maybe Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mm. I feel that way about Adventure Battle. I like it because it was a game from my quote-unquote childhood.
Yeah.
But
It was
I really
a game
like
of
the
a lot
music.
of people's childhoods, really.
Yeah, I really like the music.
Everything has lyrics. No, Omega just said worthless consumer models. Ha 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 ha!
Yes, I do love Chugga's LPs very much.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I like yours a lot.
No, you don't.
very
That is
much.
a lie. Like,
I
Chugga
wouldn't have
doesn't
agreed
watch,
to be in the videos of somebody I didn't like.
Chugga doesn't watch my Pokemon LP much, thank God, or he would be butt clenching so hard that I don't even know.
Butt clenching?
You would
I
just
clench!
freeze. Oh my God. You would just have a stroke if you saw how I play that game. Let's see. Possible you will LP Kingdom Hearts someday, Chugga.
I don't know, actually. I'm not overly knowledgeable on the Kingdom Hearts series. Like, I mean,
That's one that I've wanted to do forever.
I've beaten a few games in the series, though, just that I wouldn't really call it a series that I'm amazingly gung-ho about. But, I don't know.
Fire.
Maybe someday anything can happen.
If you could, would you LP Kid Icarus Uprising?
Thing is, that is a game that I really want to Let's Play. I just don't know how it could be done well, because
Isn't there a lot of
there's a lot of
stuff?
mid-stage dialogue, and the game basically Let's Plays itself, and I am aware that there are Let's Plays of it in existence. I've checked them out, and even then I still wasn't really fond of how they handled commentary together with it. I mean, some people might have been fond of those Let's Plays, but I personally wasn't, at least the ones I checked out. And I checked out most of them that exist. Oh, what? What? That was a glitch!
How did that even happen? You were like
Did you
way
see
ahead.
that? I was in an automated portion and it killed me.
You were like way ahead.
What the heck even happened there? That was ridiculous. I was gonna A rank this level too. I was playing so well and then a glitch screwed me. Cause like you saw that, it was automated. Like I was
You were
going
way
off of an
ahead.
automated jump and I got hit mid-automated jump. I'm gonna get an E rank when I should have gotten an A rank, dang it. Yeah, well, such is life. I was doing so well.
These Sonic games are so glitchy. These 3D Sonic games.
Some of them, this game, 40, 10, and 60 were my scores for my individual characters.
Yes, best scores ever.
I couldn't even beat Gamma or Beta, he says.
Oh, Jesus. What do you mean I did bad on time?
I mean, I did badly and everything. So I got a B rank and an E rank.
It kinda averages out to a D.
It should have been an, like, that was stupid. I died in an automated jump. That shouldn't have happened.
Do I think I can survive fighting Get Shits? Well, with all the help that people are giving me in the comments, I think I have a chance. I'll try a different strategy and see how we do.
That was it. That is that whole boss fight. That is all you do. Du- 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 bap, bap, bap. 33 seconds, I think I got a B. Oh, A! For some reason I thought 30 seconds was the A rank requirement on this fight, and I was like, wait, I actually got a B, but no, I got it.
What introduced you to Nintendo consoles, Emile, and what was your first game and console?
First game I ever played was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Sega Genesis.
Cool.
First game I ever owned was Star Wars Episode 1 Racer for the N64.
Nice.
I wasn't allowed to own video games while my parents were still together when I was a kid because my dad thought video games were evil, and then pretty much right the second my parents split up, my mom's like, yeah, I'm getting you an N64.
Yes, I have played Okami. Many, many times.
Yes, that's good.
It's my
And you just played
Favorite
Okami-Din not that long ago, right?
Yep, it's my favorite video game of all time. Of all time.
The first one or the second?
The first one.
Okay.
Chugga, do you go on Reddit or 4chan?
Admittedly, I don't even know what Reddit is. I've heard the name. I don't know what it is.
That would be a no.
As for 4chan, no, not really. I have a bunch of friends that are huge junkies on there, though.
They would like to know in depth, if you can later, how you record on the DS. I believe you just have the special cable and recorder for it. But
Pretty
I could
much.
be wrong.
There's a lot of people that have, like, I think videos of their rigs, like, on the internet. It's not too unusual to record DS anymore, which... Okay, I have a bit of a story about how I came to record DS games. Thing is, even though Okami-Din was my first DS series, and that was, like, a few months ago, or, well, August of last year, I had figured out a method of recording DS... like, based on my own research and whatnot. I had a method down October of 2011. And I put a lot of work into, like, you know, into planning stuff and whatnot, and just, I wasn't going to, like, rush into planning DS games until I was 100% sure that my setup worked. So I began, like, planning Okami-Din, like, in October of the previous year. Crappy thing is that right, like, 2 months after I have my setup out, before I'm able to come out with my first Let's Play of it, some guy comes out with a board that anyone can buy that lets you record DS for like $100. And just saying this, I spent a lot more than that developing my own, which I did all for nothing because he came out with this before I could release my first DS Let's Play.
Boo.
And it was just
That
all pure
sucks.
coincidence that someone else just happened to be working on the same techno stuff I was. And he just decided to sell it. So it was like epic bad luck that I spent like so much more money like on developing my own, whereas some guy just came out with one that anyone could buy right after.
Chugga, do you ever think you'll do a Metroid game?
Oh, whoa! Did you see that?
What did you just do?
I was transitioning rails and like it rocketed me all over the screen.
It happened so fast.
Did you see that? That was weird.
Glitchy.
Sorry, now what was the question?
Will you ever do a Metroid game?
Maybe, maybe not.
I'm terrible at Metroid myself.
I am
I like the
awful.
old ones, but terrible at the new ones.
Teleport, Shadio.
Teleport.
Teleport, Mario. Jolly good.
What is your opinion on the Yarn Yoshi game that's coming out?
What I'm really hoping, I'm looking real forward to that though, but what I'm really hoping that they're doing is maybe like continuing the story of Prince Fluff, but like with other Nintendo characters going to Patchland. So like it wouldn't be continued strictly with Kirby. You'd also have like, you know, this one would be Yoshi, maybe the next one would be Donkey Kong, you know, stuff like that. Whoa. I am having not very good luck with these glitches this time around. I mean, granted, every playthrough of Sonic Heroes that I've ever done, I usually have at least a couple of fatal glitches, but this time it's happening more. I think it's just because we're streaming this on the internet.
Can you do Platinum, Chugga? Because I'm LPing it right now. Someone wants to know if you'll do Platinum, because they're LPing it right now.
Maybe someday. Well, if you look at the history of my channel, generally if I'm currently doing a Pokemon game, it's a pretty safe bet the next Pokemon game won't be for a while, for example. Or like I'm doing like a Mario game, it's pretty safe to bet that there won't be another Mario game for a while.
Would either of us be willing to do another TGS podcast? I definitely would.
Yeah, I would.
They're fun.
Yeah, I had a lot more fun in them than I was expecting.
Yeah, and now that I've been through one, I will talk more in the next one because now I
Yeah.
know what to expect. It's a little bit intimidating when you first get on there.
It's kind of funny. TGS podcast, the one that I was in recently, is kind of embarrassing, but I'll reveal something about my experience there this time around. I agreed to be in a TGS podcast, the one that I was just in, like over a month ago. And I had completely forgotten that I agreed to be in it until the day of. I was not reminded by the game station. I was reminded by a viewer on Twitter that was saying that they couldn't wait for it. Like
Nice.
3 hours before I was going on. And when I heard that,
Yeah.
I was just heading to bed because I had been up all night and all morning.
Oh no.
And I heard that, and I'm like, well, crap, I guess I'm not sleeping for another 6 hours because the show's in 3 hours and those go on for like 3 hours.
How do we feel about non-gamers who watch LP because of the commentary? Well, I love you. I'm sure
Yeah, of
Emile does
course.
too. I think that's great.
I think it's great.
I love that I can entertain someone that doesn't even
Like
want to
video
watch
games.
for the games. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Would you ever consider doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke for an LP?
Not really. I don't really get like the appeal of them. Like they're kind of cool like to do for fun though, but like I see more Nuzlocke LPs than I see people just playing the game normally.
Yeah, that's a thing now, isn't it?
Oh, come on!
Oh. Oops.
I'm dead. That was my fault. That time I did screw up.
Any tips for doing the Kamui trial gate?
Oh,
It's
come
frustrating.
on!
Oh gosh. That was
I'm
unlucky.
dead again. Screw
What do you mean, the Kamui, the race, or the
No,
Pit
the
of Under
trial
Trials?
demon gate where you have to fight like the really tough one.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was like, how do you not know what that is? Anyone who's played that remembers it.
I couldn't think of the way they worded it. I couldn't tell what they were talking about. For me, I just...
Wow, I cannot do this. Oh my god, I ran out of time.
Oh, boo.
Oh, now I get past the barrier after... why can't I do this? I did this, like, so easily when I was, like, 14. I've never, like, ever screwed this part up, and now I suddenly can't do it.
This is how I play Sonic Adventure Battle, too, now. I used to be so pro at that game, and now that I play it, I mess up so bad.
I'm getting old.
I know, I'm starting to worry, too, that I'm getting too old to play.
Stop missing, my god!
Have we ever
Yeah,
walked
I'm not.
somewhere, like, by a store and have people recognize us by voice? No, that hasn't happened.
Once.
'Cause I don't really talk too much in real life. Probably Emile has, though.
I said once.
Once?
Yes. Oddly in Florida where nobody plays video games.
Nobody plays video games in Florida?
No, they're all old people that are like, oh, you nungans and your newfangled computing machines. Oh my god, I actually did this. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh, there's more to it, actually.
Chugga, does anyone still call you Mimikins? What is that? What is that?
I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh crap, there was a spring there. There was a spring there.
Oh god.
I do not remember these levels at all. You can tell it's been like almost a decade since I last played this.